test anxiety is probably one of the number one things that people struggle with when it comes to being successful on the NPTE. But I'm here to tell you that you already have everything inside of you in order to overcome your test anxiety, which essentially means that, hey, you have the capacity to learn this information. You have the capacity to be able to sit down and answer questions on a test, read the question, comprehend the question, and pick the correct answer. I think a lot of people get caught up in the, oh my gosh, I'm so worried about everything else that's going on with this exam, that they forget that the only thing that truly matters when they're taking a test is the question right in front of them. So I know that it's like, a lot of people are like, I feel like I failed because of my test anxiety. I think what it is it's just taking the energy that your brain is using and directing it towards answering the question versus being so worried about all these external things going on. Anxiety comes from feeling a lack of control about your situation. That's really what it comes down to. You're like, oh my gosh, there's a piece of there's this questions on this computer, and that's determining if I'm allowed to practice or not. Guys, my biggest suggestion for overcoming test anxiety is just focus on the question you're on. If you find yourself worrying about all these other external things that are outside of your control, just be like, leave it up to the universe, leave it up to God, whatever you believe in, just leave it up to everything else and realize that the only thing you can control in this moment is the exact question you're on and how you respond to it. So just taking it one question at a time, one step at a time, not worrying about all this other stuff, that's really going to help you guys overcome this test taking anxiety and be able to answer the questions correctly, because the number one way you pass the boards is if you just answer the question correctly. So take a deep breath and reread the question.